Over at the boat today, doing a few things.
You want me to squeeze back there?
It's tight squeeze. I feel like I'm going where no life has gone before.
I want to show you something I didn't show you yet. There's something in that.
We're Jason and Susie. In 2019, we bought Not Enough and learned how to sail her. After fixing up the boat, it was time for something bigger. While our new sailboat Envision has brought us new challenges, it also brings bigger adventures. We want to share those adventures with you, so join us as we have Adventures in Paradise.
Over at the boat today, doing a few things, and thought I had my lunch over here today and brought some soup. We're going to be looking at these lights today. See, last time I was here, I took out what was in here so I could take it home and figure out what goes in here. Because there was this really weird, like, I can't believe, like, the engineering that used to go into some of this silly stuff back before they invented easy ways of doing things. So you can see the previous owner in here, he put this LED light that plugs into this. So this is the white light, and this would have been the red light. So I found these. Come in a 4-pack. It's almost like a flexible coating on there. Let's see what happens with this. You can see the white, and then the new one I bought that's red. You turn this, well, neither one is coming on, so I guess I need to go over here and turn on the starboard lights. Now, when I change this little thing here, alright, there's my original white, and then the other way is my new red. Look at that. Really cool. So the thing that's important about this is, let me show you something here on how much voltage changes here between this old incandescent and the new LED. It's pretty amazing. Alright, so I turned everything off, and no, wait a minute. We're still doing 1 watt, so something's still on. I bet it's the berth up here. Yep. All right, now we should be back to 0. Okay, let's look at this. Now we have 4 watts. Oh, we're adding because the solar panel's on, so it's adding back in 4 watts. We're at plus 0.3 amps. Okay, go over here and I'm going to turn this red light on. Red, that's the incandescent. And we are literally using 5 watts, even though we're already putting back in 3 from the solar panel. Okay, let's turn that back off. 5 watts, and we were putting in 4 watts from the solar panel. So that's 9 watts. And that little red light, 9 watts. So it's more than half an amp to run that red light, okay? Let me go over here to this new one. Turn the red one on. And we're still adding 3 watts from the solar panel plus 0.28 amps.
It's only $3,355 for an average backyard of 120 feet.
Oh, the last one I have to do here is this one over the sink. All right.
Last weekend I saw some little bees coming out of this water vent, so I'm hitting it, but they don't seem to be here anymore. There doesn't seem to be any movement inside the hose. I guess they're all gone now, or this was an old nest. I'm not really sure. And this is another good example of if someone would have just spent $50 and a few hours 6 to 10 years ago and done all this as routine maintenance, it would have prevented some other issues also. Remember from my last video, these washers that come with these are no good. They're too big. So I got smaller washers, and I'll just cut the inside out to a smaller size. Since it's the inside diameter, that's the problem.
Look at that. So now it fits tightly in there. Put an earplug in this in case there's bees in it. I got the new one pushed in here, and just like as with the other side, that pushed out the old metal rusty washer or whatever. Got some carpet. So now I can put the new washer on. And this time I marked the metal with a Sharpie so I know this is the down where the vents will point down. Last time I had to go outside and look at the boat. Look outside a couple times. Carefully put this on. Pull that off. Put it back on. I would like to replace this hose, but ultimately I'm not drinking the water out of this boat. Even if I wanted to, it's only the air vent. The water looks good, it smells good, and well, you know, pick and choose your battles.
Here's the water tank air vent we just removed. You can see that whatever was in it, I guess a bee's nest or something, had completely clogged it up. I'm going to take it over to the dock and see if I can get any of it to come out to see what's inside of it. Just a little bit of stuff, but look at that. Almost completely clogged, and the screens on the outside are always clogged. This means the fresh water tank as well as the waste tank vents are now replaced.
I want to show you something I didn't show you yet, and that is this new solar charge controller and its remote control. So I have some different piece of information here about the solar panel. Now I don't have the big solar panel put up yet. I'm still just running a small solar panel to the batteries, and it's showing up over here right now on my power meter. But so this is all pretty much zeroed out except telling you what the battery voltage is. But yeah, this is the better controller I got instead of that junky one from China that was with that solar panel I got. And hopefully this will work a little better. It had good reviews, and we'll see. But yeah, I got all that mounted and through here and everything.
So now it's time to move back to the rear of the boat in the stern. Remember this leak that when the exhaust pulsated, it would shoot a little bit out of a small slice in the old hose in the back. Well, since we're going to be back here replacing the fuel tank vent, we need to address this also, but it's really hard to get back here. Look at all these hoses at the stern of the boat. We start with the manual bilge, the electric bilge line, both cockpit drains, and the exhaust hose. Since this boat has the optional air conditioning unit, it prevents you from crawling back there to access this area. So the air conditioning unit either has to be removed, or you have to crawl back there and just do what you can, which is what we're trying to do today.
This thing, the oars.
The oars to the dinghy. Oh! And then the last thing is that that pole is a emergency tiller.
Oh, is this pole?
So you can step in there if you want, but just don't smack any of the wires or anything.
This thing?
Yeah, it's the emergency tiller for under the seat up there. So when it goes down like this, and then you can steer the boat with it.
Okay.
Huh.
No. So you think you want me to squeeze back there?
Well, so here's what I was thinking is, yeah, you get in there and turn kind of facing this way, so your butt goes along the wall, and then you step over that, because once you're back there, it's a lot bigger. Well, I would give you a wrench to unscrew. But don't do anything you don't feel comfortable with, because I don't want you to get stuck. Okay, here are the glasses.
Thank you.
And I think once you, boy, I don't know.
So reassuring.
Well, not if you
Up at the top, you can see the fuel tank vent line that goes out the transom of the boat. We still haven't decided if we're going to remove this AC unit to be able to get back here and do this stuff, or find some other way. Either way, it's in the way, and we really can't get back to do what we need to do.
Pull it about like 6 inches down the hose and just pull the hose off. Okay, cool. Now you can take the nut off. Rest on that. Okay. I don't care if that washer falls in. We can get it. I'm going to push the other one through for you. Okay. Now.
This tight space over here must really work my
Here's the fuel vent that we took off. You can see this wasn't working anymore, so water probably leaked in. And then one screen is, I picked it out with a screwdriver months ago, and I blew this one out so it could actually work. I don't know if you can see in there, but so that's why the fuel vent worked after I did this. But before I poked these out, we had to put fuel in very slowly. So now this is replaced. So now the fuel vent, the water tank vent, and the waste vent are all replaced, new vents.
Now Susie is unscrewing the hose clamps to the exhaust hose. Really, we need to get back there and get our hands on it, but she can't. She can really just reach it with the screwdriver.
Yeah.
So
There's still one more clamp.
2 clamps on it?
Yeah. I feel like I'm going where no life has gone before.
Plastic thing.
Oh, I think it just broke off.
What broke?
And that clamp just.
I've been thinking about this for a while. This isn't the first time I've been down here doing this stuff, but you can't pull this out because the hole's not big enough to fit the hose out. You can't get the hose off because there's no way to get back there to pull it off the metal. Even if I could get it off, I couldn't put the new hose on because there's no way to get back there to do that. So I have some ideas of what to do next. If I could make the hole in the transom a little bigger so that the hose would slide out, I could deal with the flange and getting the hose off. I could deal with getting the new hose back on and then stick it all back through the transom and worry about making it seal up later. Even if I have to add a little ring of fiberglass or something, that would be easier than everything else. I don't want to destroy this flange because they're almost $200 and I don't really have much room back there to work. So I guess this is one of those stories that's to be continued.